Got it.
Hello, everyone. As soon as everybody gets in, we will get started. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi guys, it's Karen. How are you? I'm
Good.
here.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I will come on camera in about 2 seconds. I got to get Zoom ready, but give me give me 2 seconds. But I'm here. We can get started.
Okay. All right. Oh, I see so many wonderful faces that I can't wait to see in person in Memphis. Oh my gosh, it's going to be awesome.
Hey, Miss Lisa.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Kim.
Hello.
everybody.
How are
Hi.
you?
Guys.
Hello, everyone. This is Smita from Tours Limited.
Hello.
Hi, welcome. Kim, are we still letting people in or should we get started or?
Got 32 in. You can get started. I'll watch and let them in as they get more come on.
All right, sounds great. Thank you. Thanks again for being here. I'm Lisa Simon with the IITA, and we are really looking forward to a great summit just around the corner. It's sneaking up on us way too fast, I have to say. But we've got a great event for you. Great education, great business opportunities, and great Memphis fun. So I know that some of you are actually new to IITA too, so I'm just going to quickly go through a little bit about the organization, and then we'll get into the summit specifically. Our mission is to grow inbound travel, and our IITA community with inbound operators, suppliers, and destinations really provide the best product and service because they understand how to work with the international travel trade. And inbound operators are connecting destinations and suppliers with that international travel trade, the international travel buyers. And some say, why IITA? We are focused solely on inbound travel. We're the only organization that focuses solely on this business. We represent the leading inbound operators, and operators create demand rather than react to demand. So when you're out there marketing your destination and properties, they are selling it and creating the demand for it. And IITA Summit is where they come to buy. They go, you may see them at a lot of shows, but they're usually there as sellers because they're selling to the international trade. But at our show, they are there to buy. So you are suppliers and DMOs, you are there to network and sell them your product, introduce your product. We have 3 pillars of opportunity in our organization, basically, that our benefits fall under. The first is education, and in addition to Summit, we offer education at other shows like the Go West Summit, IPW. We also have a program called Steps to Success that many of you I know have already participated in, and it is an education and training program for suppliers and DMOs on how to do business with inbound operators, how to understand their business, how to understand their contracting, why they ask for the things they do, and that improves your ability to partner with them. We do a lot of advocacy in DC. We participate with Destination Capitol Hill. We're a proud sponsor of that. And we work very closely with the State Department on visa issues, National Parks Agency, as well as the National Travel and Tourism Office. And you'll see representatives from all of those agencies at the summit. In terms of business, it is primarily the summit. We have the one-on-one appointments. We call it speed networking. You're going to hear a little bit more about that. But again, the operators meeting with suppliers and DMOs face to face. And then we also have 2 opportunities for advertising or marketing your organization, or where we're pushing your at least your contact information out. The first is a magazine that's done annually, and it contains our member directory, including profiles of our inbound operators. We send that out. We use it in print at trade shows. We send it out digitally to about 3,000 international travel buyers. I'm trying to build that list, so if you want anybody to be added, let us know. And then we wanted to communicate with that group a little bit more than once a year. So we started a bi-weekly newsletter called Insight on America. And that's where we are putting stories about the United States, as well as featuring each time one of our operator members and anything new going on within our membership. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Raphael to talk about the summit. And you're
Well,
welcome to
good-
put any questions you might have in the chat. Go ahead, Raphael, sorry.
All right, well, good morning or good afternoon, depending where you're at. I hope those who are in Nashville for ABA are keeping warm. We're kind of warm right here in Las Vegas. As Lisa mentioned, I'm the chairman of the summit. I've had an opportunity to spend a lot of time with IITA from our transition from RSAA to IITA and find it extremely valuable. And the summit was one of the reasons that I found it very valuable to invest not only my time, but the organization's time. I'm currently the new CEO of Travel Nevada. Have the opportunity to work with a great team here. So we're looking forward to meeting everyone while we're in Memphis. The theme of the summit is Navigating Tomorrow, Tourism Changing Environment. You'll see during the education portion, we try to touch on a lot of the different pillars and areas that IITA works with, from our inbound operators to our suppliers at DMOs, and then even some international operators. The idea is to work together and collectively for the benefit of inbound travel. You can advance, Lisa. The summit starts on Sunday. Those who are traveling and get there early to join us for a reception that evening, we look forward to joining you. Matter of fact, Travel Nevada and Robert Graff will be sponsoring that reception, which will lead right into the biggest game and the most important game of all sports in the world. I'm a very big football fan, but the Super Bowl, which happens to be being played here in Las Vegas. But hopefully we'll start a nice reception there for an hour, and then those who would like to stay and enjoy the monitors and TVs, there'll be opportunity to buy food and there'll be drinks for purchase. But we can all stay probably warm and enjoy the game together, whether it's Baltimore or San Francisco, even Buffalo. I know Niagara's on the line, so hopefully one of those teams make it there. On Monday is where the business starts. It starts first thing in the morning. By the way, we have registration going on every morning and all day. So if those who can't arrive on Sunday, arrive on Monday or Tuesday, we'll have a table there and everyone can make sure they get their badge and all their information that they need. The morning starts with a inbound operator breakfast only. So those who are not inbound operators can sleep in a little bit more or have breakfast on their own. This is sponsored by, the first one will be sponsored by Visit YOLO and Terry Selk, and he'll be there to give a little explanation on that. Then we start the business. Those who have participated in the past summits, I think have come to enjoy the updates that they get from our partners, as well as the educational elements. And this is where we start this. And Lisa and Kim have put together a great session with a lot of government updates. We'll have speakers. They'll give you a little idea of what's going on and what the market holds. There'll be an opportunity for a break. The benefit of IITA and the summit has always been the opportunity to network, whether it's during the breaks, during the education portion, during the evening functions, and then the power hours, which we'll touch on shortly. After our first break, we'll be coming back, and Brand USA will be giving us an update of what they're doing and what's going on and what we should be expecting over the course of the year. Then we start pretty intense and pretty educational elements out there with guest speakers. There'll be I think once you see the list of those attending and speaking, you wouldn't want to miss. We have followed by a luncheon that will be sponsored by our partners from Alabama Tourism. Right after the luncheon, we kind of do something unique. And if you're first-time attendees of the summit, this is where it sometimes gets a little confusing and complicated. When you register, you'll be put in groups, in group 1, 2, and 3. Considering there's always a lot more suppliers and partners than there are operators, we wanted to make sure everyone had the chance to speak to everyone. So we've broken it up in these 3 sessions. At 1:45 to 2:45 will be group 1, and so on. While those are going on, and if you're not in that particular power hour, there are breakout rooms and other sessions happening. So this will give you an idea to speak to others and network with your partners. That evening we start. Yes, Lisa.
Can I just make one clarification on the power hours, and that is that the operators, in case there are any operators on here, operators are in all three groups. They are seated through each of the groups, each of those power hour slots. And it's the
Matter of fact, if you go to the next slide, I think we go into that, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. See? Oh, first we got, there we go.
So like Lisa mentioned, the operators stay. Probably we allow them. I think Lisa allows them to stand up and stretch their legs every so often. But they'll be doing 3 power hours both on Tuesday and Wednesday. As I mentioned, there'll be 3 groups of sellers that will break up. So they will also be able to see and meet you. They're 5-minute appointments. So it's not a whole lot of time, but I think it's plenty of time to get some core information and to introduce yourselves. And then this is the opportunity to get to know who the operators are and a little bit about them. And then hopefully through the rest of the week, you'll have enough time during the evening or other sessions to spend time to talk to them. The sellers will have an assigned starting point. So when you register and when you go in, you'll be told where to start, which table to start, and then you move forward like speed dating. So I'm told.
Raphael, we've got a
Yes,
question
Kim.
in the chat room from a DMO member wanting to know what they should bring for their appointments. We've become a more sustainable organization, and you should have received by now a profile form that you were asked to complete and return to us along with any brochure or additional materials that you would like us to upload. And those will be provided to the operators in advance of the appointments. And you will also receive the operator profiles in advance so that you can do your homework. The only thing that we ask that you bring is just your business card. Of course, you can come in with your laptop or your iPad, or whatever, but we're really trying to be no paper distribution as much as we can be.
And we don't want to overwhelm the buyers as well, as you know, and if you probably have been at conferences and you receive so much information, a lot of that probably stays in the hotel room. So, this will be an opportunity to get their contact information, get a little bit more, discuss certain things, and then we hope you continue the conversation way after the summit's over. If you want to see some of the speakers, we don't have their names, but there's really this montage of every one of them. We have government, we have technology, we have hotel, we have DMO. We have a pretty amazing representation of speakers that will be they're volunteering their time to be with us. Now the fun starts. I think the fun starts the moment you step in or get off the plane in Memphis. But our friends from Memphis Tourism have put together a pretty extensive program that includes a couple of evening functions and also the sightseeing. And on that, I'd like to introduce Lisa from Memphis Tourism. They can talk a little bit about what she has planned. Or maybe not.
Thank you so much, Raphael. Thank you all for having me on this wonderful platform. And also as the host city of Memphis, I am so grateful and so excited to give you the very best of Memphis with our opening event. I don't want to share everything, but I'm going to just give you some bits and pieces. As you can see right here on the left-hand side of your screen, that is the Pyramid, which is Bass Pro, which is the largest sporting goods shop and store throughout the United States. Within this pyramid, you're going to get a chance to experience the sights and also the sounds. And as soon as you get in, you board the bus at 6:45. We're going to be greeted in the lobby area with some live entertainment and some music. And also we're going to transition over to the governor's suite, where it's going to be more music. And reason why I'm doing something that's different and unique It's called real-time sales. You get a chance to experience the hotel rooms, a lot of the receptive operators, and that's the purpose of IITA, because they want to get familiar with the hotels. So they get a chance to do a site inspection, a sneak peek of the hotels that's located, which is the Lookout at Cypress, Big Cypress Lodge. It is a lodge that's overlooking the swamp area inside the pyramid. So you got actual, catfish, you got alligators, you got everything that you can think of that's right in the pyramid. So we bring in the outdoors, indoors to you. Also, along with that, you get a chance to have some great appetizers and hors d'oeuvres where you can go to Wahlburger, and also you can do fish bowling. And then from there, we're going to get a chance to go to the Lookout, which is the tallest freestanding elevator. It's taller than the Statue of Liberty that I was told. That way you can be able to look out on the balcony and take some fantastic pictures of the opening event. So we got a lot of different activations. We just didn't want you all to be tied up in just one ballroom. We wanted you all to experience everything, because it is an attraction itself. So that's what the opening night event is going to take place in Memphis. And did you all wanted me to talk about a little bit more about the sightseeing, or did you all want to go ahead and talk about the rest of the activities and meetings?
Well, just hold off just for a minute on the sightseeing. We will touch on that. Those who have attended IITA will notice a slight change in the itinerary and schedule. What we've done is we moved the sightseeing tours for Tuesday, giving the opportunity for more people to participate and enjoy, and to give a nice little break from some of the education programs and getting you outside to enjoy Memphis. But we'll start in the morning. Again, there'll be an inbound operator forum. There'll be a breakfast that I think Visit Savannah will be hosting for us. And then there's the DMOs and suppliers also have an opportunity to be in a forum. Is that a breakfast, Lisa?
So we have a breakfast right now. It's an inbound operator breakfast. We are trying to, we will have something available for suppliers and DMOs that morning. We're hoping to get a sponsor to cover the whole thing for everybody to be in one place. But we have operator and DMO and supplier forums going on at the same time. And you have a couple of hours, almost 2 hours, to discuss, things that are happening in your worlds and what IITA is doing and how we can work together to kind of shape the future that we want. And then after the break, inbound operators and the DMOs and suppliers will all come together, share some of the discussion they've had and any kind of suggestions or recommendations that they might be making to each other or to IITA.
And then from there, we roll right into sightseeing tours. I think Lisa and their team have put together pretty amazing sightseeing tours. So Lisa, why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
Yes, we have a total of 3 sightseeing tours. We have the first one, the option 1, which is called Turn Up the Volume. That is going to be escorted by Backbeat Bus Tours. They're really excited about that, where you have an actual musician that's on the bus that's going to take you to these wonderful neighborhoods and talk about the history of Elvis and his upbringing, as well as Johnny Cash and also B.B. King. And therefore you get a chance to go to Graceland and guest house at Graceland. Again, I said we were doing real-time business with those receptive operators. There's going to be 2 different teams. So with that first group is definitely going to be able to do a site inspection with Lori Husseffler and John Roddery. They both are going to take you around so you can see the guest rooms, and that way you all can talk real-time business, and you can get them signed up and they will upload you into the system. Also, along with that, for the suppliers, you'll go straight on to Graceland. That way you can go ahead and take a tour of Graceland And once you take a tour of Graceland, everyone will be able to meet up and be able to go to Sun Studio as well. So that is on option 1. So the next option, we need to go to the next slide on that. The next option is history that meets cultural. When we talk about history that meets culture, you're definitely going to get a chance to go to the National Civil Rights Museum. And also with those receptive operators, you're going to have real-time site inspections. And those real-time site inspections consist of the Arrive Hotel as well as Central Station. They're all located on the south end of Main Street, which is walking distance to the National Civil Rights Museum. So we will have Group 1 and Group 2, and that way the buses will be making loops to be able to pick you up and take you to Slave Haven, which is the Underground Railroad, as well as the Group 2, they will pick you all up once you finish with the site inspections and also the National Civil Rights Museum. You'll get a chance to go to Slave Haven as well. So everything is going to be seamless. It's going to be exciting. So I cannot wait for you all to be able to explore the history that meets culture. And then we got our Memphis Sightseeing Tour, which is option 4. Now, this is going to be phenomenal, and this open to the receptive operators as well as the suppliers. They get a chance to go and tour Crosstown Concourse and be able to experience Global Cafe. And Global Cafe, and the reason why I put this on is because you're being able to touch the world. These are women that aren't able to work, so they had to cook in their own kitchen to be able to survive when they're coming over to the United States and sell their food. So what they did is pretty much open up a restaurant where everyone was able to be able to bring their own cuisines and cook, and that way is globally. So you're being able to support, the people that has located into the Memphis area. Also, you're being able to explore the arts of Memphis. When it's about the music, you get a chance to see the Memphis Music Lab. You get a chance to experience all the music that was recorded in Memphis, as well as it has the Memphis name in it. So you get a chance to listen, get on podcasts, you name it. So it's really, really nice. And that is going to be escorted by historical hunts, and they're going to be doing some storytelling time. And also you get a chance to drink a flight of beer at Crosstown Brewery, and they give you a brewery tour as well. So I'm really excited about this. We worked very hard, and notice that, Mindy, I know you came to our first event. It's totally different. It's gonna absolutely be phenomenal, and I'm really excited about the sightseeing tours.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Lisa. Sounds great. I think I signed up for just because I saw the photos of the beer at the tap. So that got my attention right away.
Hey, Lisa, could you tell us just a quick little bit about Dine Around that evening? Because it's an open evening for dinner.
Yes, on the Dine Around, and pretty much on the Dine Around, we got at least 3 neighborhoods we want you to explore on your own. So Dine Around, we got a lot of restaurants. You just have your badge on, you just show your badge and you get a discounted, either 20% off, 10% off, or they give away, either the dessert or free drink. We have Overton Square. Overton Square is another district. This is primarily where you get a chance to dine with the locals. Also, along with that, you got Crosstown. You got Crosstown where you got Cooper and Young area you can dine at. It's a lot of great restaurants. I highly recommend to go to the beauty shop. That's where Priscilla Presley used to get her hair fixed and had those beehives done back in the day. I mean, it's really cool. And then also, of course, our downtown area. You know, you get a chance to walk to a lot of great restaurants. I do know the Lobbyists. That's one of my favorite restaurants. You know, I can't have a favorite, but I do like those, their restaurant. It's really cool. And then also you got Catherine Mary's, you got South of Bill. So, I mean, it's so many to choose. So make sure you get on Travelfy. And I think that we're going to be having a link for you to get on there so you can be able to explore and go ahead and make your reservations. If you want to be taking out some receptive operators, you know, as a group, you know, go ahead and do so. You know, that way you can be able to showcase your destination and talk about your destination as well. And maybe we can combine together and collaborate together and work together to make a fantastic itinerary. So I look forward to working with our suppliers, as well as I look forward to working with our receptive operators. Thank you.
That's amazing, Lisa. Thank you very much. You know, the only bad thing is we have to go back to work the next day. It seems like with all the sightseeing and the dining around, we're going to be having too much fun.
And hey,
but-
make sure everybody don't forget about the barbecue. Now we got over 100 barbecue restaurants in Memphis, so you gotta taste some barbecue.
Wonderful. Well, you know, moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday we go back. It's very similar to Monday's session. We start with that inbound operator breakfast, and then move into the sessions. One thing I failed to do. Well, actually, continue with the sessions. You'll see some great sessions talking about you know, insights from our inbound operators. We also have a very important program talking about the inclusion of sustainability, building meaningful travel that benefits all. We have little breakout sessions that will follow, that include connectivity, distribution trends. We'll be talking to experts in the AI and how that fits and appeals to the travel industry. And then we have a very unique session that I think is probably one of the first times we've had it, where we bring in inbound operators and hotel revenue managers to have a conversation on that important subject. Then we'll have a wonderful luncheon that'll be sponsored by our friends from Visit Salt Lake City and also IPW. The power hours, the thing I failed to talk about on the powering hours is the breakout sessions that we have. So if you didn't have a chance to see one of the breakout sessions on Monday, you'll have the chance to see the breakout session on Wednesday. And these breakout sessions include a session called Join the Billionaire Club, which is navigating emerging and re-emerging international markets. We have Are You Ready? Are You International Ready? And then how to leverage and work with our embassies and consulates around the world. So again, if you can't get to that breakout session on Monday, you'll have the opportunity on Wednesday. And then we get back to the close, which I think Memphis is stepping up again to do, of course, an amazing program.
Yes, and I'm excited about this. Old Dominic's. Yes, we got our distillery. So we got whiskey. We're on the Tennessee Whiskey Trail. So the Tennessee Department of Tourism Development are co-sponsoring with Memphis, where we do, Lisa, Kim, we got Marcus for you. Mindy can only tell you about Marcus Scott. Marcus Scott is our local, and also he has been signed on with Warner as well. He's a recording artist, and that he is absolutely fantastic. So he's definitely going to be our headliner for music. With Old Dominic, you get a chance to take a flight of whiskeys. You will have a tasting that's located downstairs with a lot of food. And plus, not only that, honey, we got Gus's fried chicken that's going to be served up for you. So one of our locals, which is right across the street. Also upstairs, along with that, you get a chance to be able to network. And, you know, I'm crossing my fingers. You know, it's the Valentine's Day. So that is going gonna be held on the 14th. So make sure you take full advantage of going to Old Dominic. We will have transportation, so make sure everyone try to board on that bus around about 6:30 to 6:45. I think, Kim, I don't know if you're gonna have, I'm sure you probably will have rotating buses, but I went ahead and requested for at least about 2 buses to be rotating at that time. So we should get everybody in a timely manner so they can be able to have a great time. We want people to mingle, talk among each other. You know, this is the closing event, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for the newcomers that's joining IITA. I promise you, and you listen to me carefully, if you work your appointments right and you network, I really recommend that you all go to every networking event, because that's how you get business. I know it worked for me over 23 years, and it will certainly work for you.
Well, that's great, Lisa. And I totally agree. You know, again, the summit is set up for that opportunity for you to go out and not only depend on waiting those 5 minutes while you're in the power hour, but have an opportunity to talk and meet up with everyone and have a few drinks with your potential partners for the future. So we appreciate it. One of the things that you probably noticed if you've gone to the website, we do ask on dress attire for Monday and Wednesday to be as business or as professional as you can. On Tuesday, we believe you can go a lot more casual, because you'll be going from the sessions right into the sightseeing tour, so you don't have to rush back and change to get comfortable for that evening. Is there anything else we left out, Lisa? Kim?
I think one thing we might want to talk about, Kim, you may have more information than I do, because I know you've been dealing with the convention side on the convention center. Did you want to talk a little bit about that, where the convention center, where they need to go and what to expect? I do know that we're going to have a host table near you as well.
Oh yeah, that's also important. Like, where are we going to be, right?
We weren't going to tell you, Raphael.
No.
So obviously, the majority of you will be staying at the Sheraton, and the Sheraton is connected to the Renaissance Convention Center by a walkway on the 2nd level. So you don't even have to go outside, or you can just go outside and cross the street. Just watch for the trolley. The trolley runs up and down there. And I did want to mention that too, on an offhand comment, and that when she's talking about all these great restaurants and everything, you can take the trolley. I think it's $1 each way down to Beale Street. It's lots of wonderful places to hop on, hop off, and it runs after midnight. He told me when I was on before. So just check that the times, but it's a great little ride all the way down to that end of town. So we will be in the lower level of the convention center. When you go into the center, there are escalators that take you down, and we have the whole bottom floor. So we'll be to ourselves. It's the first time we've been in a convention center, so it'll be a little bit different, but it's not a huge space. So the main lobby area when you come down is where registration will be, and we'll have, like Lisa said, Memphis will have a table. Salt Lake City, who will be our 2025 host, they're going to have a table and presence there as well. We have some exhibitors, some of our industry service providers will have tables. So those will be set up there all week. It's where the wine reception will be Monday after the appointments and the sessions are over. Oregon's hosting the wine reception. So we'll have that before we take off to the opening event at the Pyramid. And then the meeting hall is kind of set up. It's just a big ballroom, but there's 2 hallways that you'll be in. So we'll have a diagram. We are in the Navigator. For those of you that weren't with us, we started, it looks like an app. It's not exactly an app, but it functions like an app, and you'll download it from a QR code, and it'll have everything you need to know on there. The schedule, it'll have the profile forms, your profile forms, the operator's profile forms on there, the speakers, their bios, general information, all of that will be on this. So you'll have it readily available for you there, and we'll send messages through that as well as needed. Am I forgetting anything on that, Lisa, on the Navigator? We haven't put it together quite yet. So But yeah, that's where we're going to be. The only function at the Sheraton will be Sunday nights. Welcome reception starts at 4, from 4 to 5. And then the following that's the broadcast of the Super Bowl game. Everything else will be at the convention center, except the fun stuff.
If you
And
look at the chat that Lisa just sent everyone, she sent a link that has a little bit more information about the education program and also a link of the attendees, so you all know who will be joining and spending some time with you.
Yeah, we've got 38 operators registered with 31 different companies, which is excellent. And I'm sure we're going to pick up a few more. But yeah, so right now, the way the appointments are, there's more operators than there are supplier and DMOs. So it's the way we break it into the 3 groups. So you'll have good appointments, no doubt. And we're small enough, we'll probably end up being maybe close to 200. I mean, there's no reason that you can't meet every single person at the show. That's why I love IATA, is it's intimate and you get to know everybody and you can find them at the events because we are small.
We had a question from Becky on when they'll know what group they're in. I'm assuming when they register, correct?
No, they will get their appointments very soon before, real close to your departure to the conference. You will get your appointments. It'll tell you exactly which group you're in. And if you're at group 1, you're in group 1 on Monday and Wednesday. So you'll be assigned what table you start at. You'll see who your first appointments, all your appointments are with. So then you can do your homework. We have to wait as close as we can, A, because we get some cancellations, and B, we get some registrations, and we are trying to fit everybody in. And once that schedule is set, there's really no going back. So we do push to the very end. So just bear with us on that. And if you haven't gotten your profile form in to Beth or to me, the operator, send them to me. We need those straight away for your appointments to get all of that loaded up onto that navigator so that your appointments go well. Somebody else is just coming in.
Lisa, anything else we're missing?
No, we just had a question about shuttles from the airport, and we don't have shuttles running from the airport. So you'll just have to get yourself to the hotel. But then anytime there's anything else offsite, Memphis is providing transportation, as Lisa has described.
They are in the pyramids, literally right across the interstate from us. It's walking distance. You walk and go under the interstate, don't you, Lisa, I believe, to get over there. But
Yeah, but we'll have transportation.
yeah,
for
we're
our
busing.
event.
It's just,
Yeah.
you know, it'll be, it's probably going to be chilly. Well, they're getting rid of all that snow right now, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
I'm still here.
Or ABA, but get it out of the way.
Yes.
Lisa, I want to
All
thank
right,
you for everything you have done and are about to do.
very much so.
She's had her hands full with 3 shows.
Yes, but it's good. But you know what? I look at it like this: God ain't gonna put no more on you that you ain't gonna be able to handle. So I'm handling it. And it's going to be fantastic, just like how Travel South went off with a hit, ABA, and also not only that, IITA. I did that for a reason. I did that for a purpose. I want to make sure that we were ready for you and make sure that you all had all your product at hand and be able to network with the suppliers as well so we can collaborate and put our itineraries together. So I think that is perfect. So we're going to be outstanding. I cannot wait to be able to greet you.
One more thing on the website, everything's on there under Summit. So you've got the schedule, you've got the hotels. If you haven't made your hotel reservation, our block is ending. I'm begging for one more week, but I'm not sure I'm going to get it. It's supposed to end on the 19th. So jump on there and do that. But everything, the sightseeing, Lisa's got the education piece of it up now. And so take a look at it. And there's more information on the appointments, how that works. Lots of information there for you. And we can't wait to see you.
Fantastic. Anything else, Lisa? Simon?
I just
Lisa S?
want to echo the comments to Lisa Catron for all the work that you have done and are going to do. It's wonderful. It's going to be a great event. And then Raphael, your leadership with the chairmanship and the summit committee, and we have several of the committee members on today. So thank you all so much for your direction and guidance in putting together a great education program and a great summit. So just again, you guys are awesome, and it's going to be a good event.
You'll see, if those are new to us, IITA, you'll see at the summit how passionate our members are, our partners are, and also our team, like Lisa and Kim, are with not only the association, but also the industry that we're in. So we're excited about it.
And we should quickly introduce our newest team member, Beth Meeks, who is over here watching as well. We've just had her join recently, and we are so thankful to have some help because we've been buried alive. It was easier in the beginning when it was just COVID and we took it on, and now we're really crazy. So, and Julie
Forgive
Heiser.
us any issues that you have. We will apologize now if there's any.
Yes, yes.
No, it's
Well,
gonna be great.
fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Anybody else have any questions or any other comments you want to make? Well, on that note, I guess we'll see each other all in a few weeks or a couple weeks. It's getting really close. Really excited, Lisa. We can't wait to see you there and see how, your excitement in person. All right. Thank
Bye,
you, everyone.
everyone.
Hope to see you soon. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to one of us. Thank you so much.
You bet. See you there.